Here come your sports headlines. Jacqueline with those. Take a break there. President Obama, he's got his healthcare reforms through. We've got the latest after this. Right, let's get a rundown of what else is happening. Newswise, Charlotte got those details.
And Tiger Woods has given his first interview since the sexual revelations that shattered his clean living image last November. Golf's world #1 told the TV sports channel ESPN that he was living a lie and had hurt a lot of people, including his wife and family.
Yes, we'll believe it when we see it. We had the Prime Minister on there talking about why he wants every home in Britain to have internet access and all sorts of link-ups with political pages and whatever. Keith Lanham in Birmingham says, why would anybody need a personalised web page to access public information? When will the government stop messing with computers? They clearly don't understand them or the way they work. And every time they get involved, it's a disaster. And then Mal from Merseyside said, will Brown announce a make a politician disappear button as part of his digital revolution speech? So keep those coming in. News@sky.com, at Eamon Holmes, at Sky Charlotte as well. The front pages of the paper. Here's our foreign affairs editor, Tim Marshall, with his perspective on all of this. There's always a lot of people in the UK, they look at this and they think, well, what is all very much indeed, thank you. Lucy with her view on an Indian summer, or a very hot summer, certainly in August, after Charlotte with a rundown of what else is happening.
And Tiger Woods has given his first interview since the sexual revelations which shattered his clean living image last November. Golf's world
with their view now. Lucy, what do you think?
What do I think? I think long-range forecasts, you should take them with a pinch of salt in this country. I think we should concentrate on getting the weather right on the next, few days, the next week or so. As far as long-range forecasts are concerned, they're still in their testing stages. We can't get it to any degree of accuracy. It's just a no-go. The Met Office have dropped their long-range forecasts for public consumption. They'll still be doing them internally, and that's how they all started off. They were for utilities companies, for the gas boards, the electric boards, the water boards. Then at one point they got leaked to the press, and obviously the press went mad, the public loved it, and obviously things have gone wrong and hasn't quite worked out, and so that's been stopped. But as far as forecasts are concerned, I think we should just concentrate on short-range forecasts, because beyond that, it's impossible to say. Exactly. We live on a tiny island in the Northern Hemisphere, in a battleground of systems from the continent and the Atlantic, and it's just too changeable.
Well, don't you girls be buying new bikinis on the basis of that. That's what you're saying in short.
Holiday plans out the window.
Well, yes. Well, depends you want a
holiday.
I'm
not saying we wouldn't get any lovely sunshine. I'm sure we will at some point, but it'll
just don't get drawn into the predictions. You have an email, Charlotte?
Yeah, I do. Actually, it's completely disappeared now, but we did have an email from...
OK, well, Charlotte, you go and find that, and well, you've got it, have you?
Matthew Heath, he just said it's just like last year's heat wave and the mild winter. He says he won't be rushing out to buy a new barbecue, so a lot of people not believing it this morning. So take it with a pinch of salt, basically. It might happen, but it might not happen.
Tell you what is happening if you log on to our website, scan.
Well, it's that, but the...
Are you...
And it's, well, for instance, there are simple stories like husbands and wives being reunited after he comes back from Afghanistan and showing what they actually go through. Like
the thing you're talking about. Here's a clip. Perfectly with your description there. But in a way, I would expect to see those scenes from Afghanistan. But where this is different is that's not the only conflict or the only forces reunited we're talking about.
No, it's a very, very touching story, which is...
It's being reunited with wives or girlfriends and that sort of thing.
No, that was a tough battle. You go off the battlefield and literally you're on R&R within a couple of... And you don't really catch up with each other. You go home to your family. That's very difficult because a lot of them found it very difficult to relate to their wives and children after everything they'd seen. I mean, how do you describe it? And it's the whole gamut of what life as a serviceman or woman involves, and I have the utmost respect. It's incredible.
You touch upon an interesting subject there, because I presume what it shows as well is it takes a certain type of person or a certain type of family to be in the forces or involved with the forces.
Without exception.
Wives.
They're very good looking, aren't they?
I told you she doesn't talk much.
We've been reunited. This is the first time we've been on telly since...
In 5 years.
Is it 5 years?
5 years.
I do miss you. That's why I left in the end. It was. I missed you. It wasn't the same.
Anything you'd like to ask our star interviewee?
No, I'm just in awe of people who join up, because we had a family when I was little, and they're 3 boys. The dad was in the army, and all 3 boys joined the army, and we thought, oh, that's quite cool. And I think we should say morning to everybody who's watching in the forces.
Yes, because they do. They all watch us in Camp
Yeah.
Bastion and all these various places, so they do. So you'll become a forces sweetheart in a pin-up
I think
now.
I've gone part. They've got Catherine Jenkins, your sweetheart, haven't
They've got our
doing
Lucy,
that thing
our
now?
Lucy on the weather as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one will
you
adopt
too.
these two though. But Fiona,
They're gorgeous.
for their age, yes.
Well, we're all
Fiona,
heading that way.
it doesn't take much. I know you're an emotional person. It doesn't take much to get you in tears. Do you end up in tears?
That's
with this?
because I was...
Only 5 seconds left on there. Fiona Phillips, thank you very much indeed. It's on
Thank
Sky
you.
Real Lives HD tonight at 8:30. We're back in the morning. Thank you for watching.